This time on Rock Up Racing, Coastal Motorsport's new home has finally reached a stage where work can resume on the team's 1970s second-generation Chevrolet Camaro. With the ambitious goal of having it race-ready by June, the clock is already ticking and time is not on their side. While the carbon fiber workshop is still being set up, the team has shifted their focus to one critical milestone, getting the Camaro rolling on its wheels. A straightforward task? Not quite, when the car is being equipped with custom-built front and rear subframes. Welcome to Rock Up Racing.
Welcome back to Rock Up Racing. It's time for some Camaro. So right now I'm sitting in our lovely 2007 BMW 320d. So this is an E90. So we bought this off a lovely man in Norwich. It's a little bit broken. By like a little bit broken, I mean like the engine's let go. But the rest of the car is actually quite nice. It's got a lovely interior. The plan is to remove the front and rear subframes off this car and create a jig on the car for where all the mounting points go for the subframe. You take the jig off the car, offer it up to the Camaro, put it up to the Camaro using like the wheel arch as the center point as the reference, and then we essentially make the Camaro fit the BMW subframe so we can run some decent suspension. So just gives you so many different options. So plan is remove the subframes off this BMW, pull and weld together the jig then goes onto the Camaro, and then we build the custom subframe and put whatever we want on it.
So what we had to do is make a jig where the struts come in at the top to the center of the wheel arch, so that's where the center of the subframe is and the wheel. And so it hits all the bolts,
All the mounting points
on the subframe, so we know where they are. So it will actually, this has all got to be changed yet. They're not this about.
So essentially you'll end up sort of offering the jig up here.
Yes.
And then we'll tube where those mounting points are.
Yeah.
So then
Possibly.
potentially. But it's quite custom. It's just to help us make the custom subframe.
Yeah. So all this has got to go. Okay, rear subframe's off. So we're now going to make a jig for the back.
Right.
Which is really easy, simple. A little bit more complicated, but there's lots of room. So all we need to do is come from here to here.
Okay.
And across.
Oh, so it's 4?
Yeah, so that's all it is.
So 4 bolts?
We don't need to worry about this because this will go anywhere, because we might have to make a rear chassis to fit that, and that's the whole just for the damper. So, and we're going to have coilovers anyway.
So the jig is only just going to be, it's almost like a square?
It's pretty much a square.
Or a rectangle?
It's going to come up a little bit and across, and that's it.
And that's the subframe?
And that's
where the subframe, okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to take this off the ramp, get rid of this, and the Camaro comes on the ramp then.
So you're good. So what you're going to do is you're going to weld the jig together.
Yeah.
For this?
Yeah, it's like we did on the front.
So here they are. So these are the jigs.
Yeah, this is the front subframe.
So this is the jig for the front subframe. So
yeah. So if you kind of think that these are the front struts, and these are the front strut mounts under the engine bay where they would pop through and get bolted. So that's where that is, that one. That's where this one is. And these are the other bolt holes that line up on the chassis of the BMW, and also in the front subframe. And this is the back one, which is relatively easy.
So that's the rear.
Yeah. So it's just literally.
It's literally a rectangle, isn't it?
4 holes. Yeah.
Okay, so I take it we just have to put in some extra tubing just to fit that on, is basically what it is.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut all the front off, apart from the 2 chassis legs.
Yep.
Make the chassis legs a little bit more manageable to work with. Straighten them up. So theoretically then we've got some kind of idea where the holes are going to be on the front chassis. So
yeah, it's important to like note that we're using all of the Camaro chassis. We're just running custom subframes. Yeah. So we can run some good suspension.
Yeah. So everything here. It's like this is all in the way, so we don't need this anymore because we've got a subframe. So we're going to cut this off, take the top off. It bulbs out a little bit here, so we're going to have to cut the side off and put a nice 5mm plate in down the side to flatten that off, just to make it a nice square chassis, really.
Yeah.
So, and then we'll start fixing the jig to it to make the subframe fit.
Perfect.
With the jigs now complete, the real challenge begins. Modifying the Camaro's chassis to accommodate the team's custom-built subframes. This is uncharted territory, the kind of work you definitely won't find in a Haynes manual. It's a process of trial and error. And speaking of error, there's one crucial detail the team seemed to have overlooked.
We're just trying to work out how to get the BMW now off the ramp.
Because obviously it has no wheels and we can't put wheels on it.
So I think we're going to make a little trolley to trolley it out so somebody can come and pick it up.
Yeah. So the problem is, how do we get it off the ramp and out of the building? Paul has made a little trolley thing, but we can't get it off because there's a huge threshold here. Off she goes, look. You're gonna miss her, Paul.
Okay.
You're gonna miss her.
Yes, gonna miss her. She's been good.
She's been good to us. So what's behind me is the timeline, I think we'd probably call it, for the Camaro build. Paul and Tom haven't seen it yet, but let's have a quick look at it. So here we go. I'm sorry about the flickering. I don't know. There we go. So we're doing the weeks on the day that they end on. So it's broken down into the jobs that we want to fit into those weeks. So we've still got to make all of the carbon rear quarters and stuff like that. Prep it inside and out. The new subframes that we're going to make. Plumb in loads and loads of stuff. Cooling, brakes, fuel lines. But it's okay. Week 13. By the 18th of April, it'll be done. Sorry about the bits on here. That's chocolate milkshake. But yeah, it's time to show Paul and Tom. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely fine about it.
We're just sorting the roof out in a minute because there's some dents in it all down here, and we've got to get the roof nice and smooth and put some primer on there and then paint it, because we need to make a mould from the roof, because I have to cut the roof out because we're putting a carbon fibre one in there, but I also need to get to the roll cage. So we've got to make a new roll cage for this because this is not up to spec. So a complete new roll cage, and it'll be easier if the roof's out, because we don't need it in there once we've done it, once we made a mould, because I can get to the welds better. So that's on top of the list at the minute. To start off with Monday, here we are, look. Project Carbon Caddy. So here's the plan. Smooth and paint roof, mould roof, cut roof out, build roll cage, cut rear chassis, make rear subframe mounts, connected to roll cage, rear stays. A lot of work, and we haven't got a long time to do it, which is pain in the butt, but we'll be all right, I think. Crack on. Quick video, just going to repair the window surround, the windscreen surround, so it's all rusty, so we've all cut it out. And we're gonna just cut this a little bit more, trim that up, put that piece in there, and then piece on the top. And drop that bit, because I didn't need it. And we're done, so just a bit of primer over the top. And on to the next side. So this is the other side. I thought I'd just show you it before I put some primer on it. All good in the hood.
So Tom isn't actually working on the Camaro at the moment because you've got.
I've got a slightly less glamorous job.
You have got a less glamorous job. Let's quickly tell the people what you've been doing.
So this Corsa came in and it had a horrendous top end rattle, which had been diagnosed by another garage, I think it was a mobile mechanic actually, as a oil pump failure. So basically the car was starved of oil. It's been running for a while without any oil and it's not good. So we got the car recovered over here. I took the valve cover off. So what we found was some scoring on the cam lobes. And this was completely dry. I mean, you ran your hand over it, normally it would be soaking wet, there's no oil in it. So the customer had the option of us stripping this down and finding out what was wrong with it. But at that point, a new engine is,
peanuts, really.
It's not really worth it. So we sourced a new engine for it, which I've put in the car. So the engine is in currently. I had to swap the AC pump over and a couple of bits and bobs, but we're getting there now. It's just like so many wires and cables that
Matt Armstrong.
Where they go?
Matt Armstrong would be proud of you.
I think so. Yeah.
I genuinely can't believe this. So we ordered the engine from America on Tuesday. Today is Friday, and it's here. That is amazing. What service? Oh my god, it's actually in a crate.
Yeah, literally in the crate. Proper crate engine.
I'm so excited. Open it up, open it, open it, open it!
I think you gotta fold the tabs, haven't you?
This is the best surprise for a Friday.
Got some pliers or something?
For God's sake. We've ordered a load of plastic! Oh my gosh.
Hang on, Tom, you need some quiet.
Yeah, it's a bit...
Happy birthday to you.
Look at that!
Oh my god, that is just like the best present ever.
Go on.
Oh my gosh.
You alright there? Oh, feel that butterfly.
That's huge, isn't it?
Fuck yeah. Have your fingers on that. That, what a sexy engine.
Right,
Put dust on it.
that could be in this by this afternoon, can't Tom?
This has only done 50,000 miles. That's good. I wonder why it's so cheap.
It needs a bit of oil.
Oh no.
That is just gorgeous, isn't it?
Brand new engine. That is something to behold.
Yeah, it must be filled with oil.
Oh, it even comes with plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be fully dressed, isn't it? Like fully, like
Yeah.
it's got everything in it.
Wow.
The road ahead is set, but the stakes couldn't be higher. The coming weeks will define the Camaro's fate in its long-awaited showdown on the track in June this year. Join us next week as the team races to complete the carbon fiber workshop and fire up the curing oven.